Hi guys, welcome back to Finding Your Indie. I'm Bonnie Paulson. Today we're diving into one of the most crucial aspects of book marketing. This is reaching your ideal readers. If you want to make money, you need to find the correct readers. If you've ever felt like your book is just not getting in front of the right audience, you're in the right place. We're going to talk about that a little bit today, and I want you to understand that there's 5 steps that we're going to be talking about, okay? Number 1 is coming up, but first I'm going to break down a simple, actionable, step-by-step guide to help you connect with the readers who will absolutely love your work. But I also want you to keep in mind that not only is this for beginners, but this is also for maybe someone who has multiple books out, multiple pen names. It's always good to come back to the basics, okay? So step 1, define your ideal reader. First things first, you need to know who you're trying to reach. This isn't just about demographics like age or gender, although those are obviously important. Think about your readers' interests. What other books they love and why they'd be drawn to your book. Are they fans of thrillers with a strong female lead? Do they love epic fantasy with rich world building? This is awesome, right? Get specific. The more you understand your ideal reader, the easier it will be to target them effectively. I think another thing that's important to keep in mind is just because you think you're writing to a specific audience doesn't mean you are actually ticking those boxes. Double check and connect with your audience multiple times throughout the year to make sure that you're understanding who it is you are actually writing for. One of my favorite examples is Nicholas Sparks. He says he doesn't write romances, which he doesn't always have a happily ever after, which is accurate. So that itself is like a technical truth. But I don't see people who don't love romances reading his books. They have strong romantic points and subplots, so I would argue that he actually is writing romance or romantic stories. So that right there is something that I think is an example of really getting in touch with your readers. Okay, step 2 is research where your readers are. Next thing you got to do is some research on this part. Where are your readers hanging out online? Are they active on Goodreads? Do they spend time in Facebook groups dedicated to your genre? Maybe they follow certain hashtags on Instagram or Twitter. Your goal here is to identify the platforms and communities where your ideal readers are most active. This is where you're going to focus your marketing efforts. And I see a lot of people doing this with TikTok, and it's great. And I've heard people say, oh, the only books that seem to work on TikTok are dark romantasy, like mafia romance, anything steamy. That's not accurate. I've actually seen some very nicely done TikTok videos for Christian romance. I've seen Christian thrillers. I've seen some young adult romances and thrillers come up there as well. So TikTok or any platform can actually be utilized as long as you know if your readers are there or not. Okay, step 3. Tailor your message. Let's say now that you know who your ideal reader is, where they spend their time, it's crucial to make sure that you have a message that speaks directly to them. This could be the blurb of your book, a social media post, or an ad. Make sure your message highlights the elements of your book that your ideal readers care about most. This might be a trope, this might be a twist, this might be some kind of a plot premise point. Also make sure to include triggers in case that's important for your audience. For example, if your readers love fast-paced mysteries, emphasize the suspense and twists in your story. Your goal is to make them feel like the book was written just for them. Little snippets that really hone this out. Again, this is important to have strong blurbs and strong covers as well to really bring home what you are writing about. Okay, step 4, engage with your readers. Now, I'm a person who doesn't tend to like to do this. I'm not a huge fan of commenting in Facebook groups or, replying on comments on my blogs, whatever, but engagement is really important. That's what's so cool about writing in today's world. And being a reader, I am also a reader, and I can reach out to an author and say, hey, I just wanted to let you know your book really touched me, or this was really impactful. I'm not a huge person for leaving reviews because I don't want to be an author that leaves reviews based on opinion, because mine is subjective, right? And I know what it feels like to not get a great review. So I do reply sometimes to authors and tell them what a great job they've done, and they usually reply back. It's not enough to just post and pray these days. You've heard me talk about it. It's a pay-to-play institute, but this industry is also all about engagement. So when you are taking that into factor, once you start getting in front of your ideal readers, interact with them, reply to comments, join conversations in relevant groups, be genuinely interested in what your readers have to say. This builds trust and can turn casual readers into loyal fans. You are creating a community. Always remember to come back to that community. This is really important for developing those super fans, as well as to get in touch and find out what it is they're looking for, okay? And step 5, use targeted ads. Of course I'm going to mention targeted ads. I'm an ad manager and an ad strategist. This is literally one of the things that I specialize in. But this is the day and age where you are in a pay-to-play environment. Like you are. I'm sorry, but you are. You have to send out newsletters. You have to do social media. You have to do ads. And if you don't understand ads, then you need to make sure that you are taking the steps to learn ads and find a reliable source, or to hire someone that has them. And again, find a reliable source. Ask people. So for instance, I don't have testimonials and stuff up on my site. I don't usually share them. I have them, I get them from clients and stuff, but I don't usually share them because I'm a referral-based business. What that means is I get clients based on my current clients referring it, or from somebody saying, yeah, I've worked with this person, they're good. I don't like to hustle for clients because my clients, usually when someone is being hustled for, I'm opening up my list, go ahead and come in, I'm whatever. Usually what happens is people want to get testimonials. I keep my clients private. I don't share who my clients are. I don't think it's anybody's business. And I don't think my clients, maybe they don't want anybody to know who their ad manager is. I don't know. But sometimes it's important to just make sure that it's separate. So if I have testimonials or people requesting testimonials and I can't put the testimonials up, it doesn't make sense to provide that. So for me, I'm a referral-based thing. But I really want to really touch base with this and say, when you use targeted ads, if you have the budget, consider using these to reach even more of those ideal readers that you identified in the first couple of steps. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Amazon have powerful tools that allow you to target ads based on interests, behaviors, demographics, even so far as to go very specific on authors and books. You can set up a small budget-friendly campaign to test what works better for your book, and remember to analyze results and adjust your strategy as needed. However, I do want to counsel you to be very, very careful with this. Don't think that any strategy will work, if it's even a strategy. Don't think that e-commerce is necessarily going to work with the author industry. And I'll have some more videos coming up soon that actually will dive into the beginning steps of how to do ads as an author in the traffic and direct store realms, and how you can better source those and better utilize different tools. Maybe you already know how to set them up, but you're looking better ways for finding audiences, or maybe a better way to test covers. I have lots of ideas and tips and tricks on our Grow Here page. Go ahead and check that out below. But I do want you to understand that it isn't just about running ads. It's not just about running a newsletter or putting a book up on Amazon. It really does come down to the 5 things that we've talked about, not to mention making sure your cover is to market and your blurb is to market. Okay, and your writing, of course, needs to be on par, right? And there you have it. There's 5 straightforward steps to help you reach your ideal readers. And remember, the key to successful book marketing is understanding your audience and consistently refining your approach. What worked in 2020 doesn't necessarily work in 2024. Have you noticed? If you found this video helpful, please, please, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, we can do this as a group, and being successful is better with a friend. So bring your friends along. Hit the notification bell and make sure that you get all of our updates, or also sign up for our newsletter where we let you know the things that are coming down the pipeline, as well as what new videos we have up and other maybe freebies. We have a lot of freebies and resources that we offer. So if you have any questions, let us know, and I cannot wait to help you find your ideal reader. Join our free Facebook group. Thanks, you guys. Until next time, happy writing.